Come on, people, boys and girls, your boy's back with another stream. EGTV, stay locked. Let's get this show started. Yo, what's going on, people? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another live stream right after each other. Yes, we're doing a late one today. We're doing a late one, people. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about Ivan Toney. We're going to be talking about Guendouzi. We're going to be talking about Fabrizio Romana confirming some Darwin Nunez news that we're going to have to get into and a little bit more. But before we go any further, do me a favor, people. You know what to do. You have to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And let's continue on today's show. As you guys know, this morning, if you follow me on Twitter at EGTV Egal, I was pushing a lot of Ivan Toney prop. And we're going to get into why, because I genuinely do believe Ivan Toney might be the one for Arsenal. But before we do that, we need to talk about a lot of other stuff. We need to talk about Darwin Nunez, why that might not be happening. We need to talk about Lacazette and this recent photo that has circulated with him having 0 open play goals in such a long time period. We're going to be talking about the weird fight between Dixon and Piers on Twitter. Yes. And we're going to also be talking about some of this stuff. Surprisingly, one of my tweets made it on The Sun. I don't know how. We're going to get into everything. But before we do that, do me a favor. Hit that like button, guys. Let me know, how are you guys doing? Big up my guy saying, Egal late stream W. Big up Ali saying, Egal, what's up? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Let me know, would you take Ivan Toney at Arsenal? Would you take Ivan Toney at Arsenal? That is the poll that we're going to be running. The poll is going to be Ivan Toney, thumbs up or thumbs down. If you're watching on the playback or you are watching live, let me know, would you take Ivan Toney, thumbs up or thumbs down, right? So where do we begin? Where do we begin? Today, where do we begin? No, we begin nowhere else but in France. We begin in France, right? We begin in France, where there is 2 players. You have Matteo Guendouzi and you have William Saliba. But we will begin with William Saliba. Yes, William Saliba. Absolutely love William Saliba, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know that already, William Saliba is one of my favorite young players at Arsenal at this moment in time. And he is having an outstanding season. So let's talk about William Saliba. And what we have to talk about with William Saliba is that William Saliba this season in Ligue 1, so far this season, as you can see, William Saliba so far this season in Ligue 1 has 12 clean sheets in 30 games played, has a 93% pass accuracy, right? 63% aerial duels, 65% tackles. And he has been absolutely killing it over there. Then you also have his Europa League statistics, where he's played 6 games and he's had 3 clean sheets, 92% pass accuracy, 75% tackles. And you know what? He's just winning all his duels. William Saliba, what a baller he is. What a star this guy will be. We need to hold on to him, ladies and gentlemen. We need to hold on to him with every ounce that we can hold on to him. But the rumor is William Saliba wants to stay at Arsenal. William Saliba wants to stay at Arsenal, but will he stay at Arsenal? It is all down to him and his representatives. If they sign a new contract, he will stay. If they do not sign a new contract, he most likely will end up leaving. Big up to you. Arsenal put big up Egal. Ivan Toney does not want to downgrade. You're funny, Ali. Is Toney good enough for Arsenal? We will get into all of that. Ivan Toney is a baller. I prefer DCL. Interesting. I've not heard people say they prefer DCL. I am good, relax after work. How about you? I'm good. I just came back from Tarawih, and we just did a stream earlier, so I am very good, ladies and gentlemen, myself. But yeah, let's get into it. Before we get into the next story, I just want to know, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's well. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you think about the state of Arsenal right now, because of course it is an absolute mess. And if you guys want to call in, just ask, and then I can definitely let some people in. But because of the recent shenanigans that have been going on with people, I don't know how likely it is that I'm going to be letting a lot of people on. So just to let you guys know and keep it 100% transparent on what is going on at this moment in time, right? So I'm just going to go through some of my timeline stuff to show you guys what I've been talking about, because there's been a lot to discuss. Yes, a lot to discuss. And Guendouzi is the next story that we're going to be discussing, because we spoke about William Saliba. Now it is time to speak about Guendouzi. Guendouzi, where is it? Yo, where is Guendouzi? Guendouzi! Matteo Guendouzi. Guys, Matteo Guendouzi has a bright future, but his bright future might not be at Arsenal. Hence why Mikel Arteta, when he speaks about him, it's almost like it's very strange when we hear Mikel Arteta speak about Guendouzi. Am I wrong? Because we speak about Saliba all the time, but when we speak about Guendouzi, it seems to be a different type of energy when we speak about Guendouzi. I'm just trying to figure out which picture I'm going to use for Guendouzi. I found it. Here we go. This is the picture I'm going to use for Guendouzi. Let's get it up. Guendouzi, guys. If you don't know, Matteo Guendouzi has an option to buy. He has an option to buy in his deal with Marseille. Yes, Matteo Guendouzi has an option to buy within his deal for to go to Marseille. But reports have it that Mikel Arteta might be interested in keeping Matteo Guendouzi. Yes, I found that strange. I did find that very strange, because why would there be reports that he would be willing to keep a player that he said on numerous occasions that he would want already has an option to buy? It just kind of seems like a little bit of PR stunt that doesn't make sense, in my opinion. Why he would say such a thing when he knows Matteo Guendouzi, most likely they have triggered the release clause and they will be buying him. Like, what are we talking about here? Really? Like, why are we even talking about this? Why? Like, it just doesn't make sense sometimes. Sometimes things just don't make sense. Sometimes they just say stuff and it just comes out of thin air. There you go. So the Matteo Guendouzi story. This is the Matteo Guendouzi story for anybody who doesn't know. Arteta claims that Matteo Guendouzi on loan will become one of the best players in the world. So if he's going to become one of the best players in the world, why are we selling him? That is a question you have to ask yourself. If Matteo Guendouzi is going to become one of the best players in the world, why are Arsenal looking to sell him? Why? Why are Arsenal looking to sell Matteo Guendouzi if he is going to be one of the best players in world football? Does that make sense? It doesn't. But stuff doesn't have to always make sense with Arsenal. It just happens. The report says that you have his current coach, the current Matteo Guendouzi coach for Marseille says that Matteo Guendouzi will become one of the best midfielders in the world in the future. What Arsenal boss Arteta said to Matteo Guendouzi over his aimed exit to over the last couple of years. So the report says that the report says that Mikel Arteta has told Matteo Guendouzi that he will be sold or something across those lines, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, he spoke about his development actually. So I don't know why Mikel Arteta is speaking about Matteo Guendouzi's development. It's just a very strange one, in my opinion. It's a strange one. It's a strange one, to say the least. I just don't get it. I don't get what benefit we have speaking about Matteo Guendouzi's development when we have no intentions of keeping him around for the long haul. It just does not make sense, in my opinion. It seems like we want to get rid of Matteo Guendouzi. It seems like Matteo Guendouzi wants it to be sold. So beats me why we even discuss Matteo Guendouzi stuff. But he is still technically an Arsenal player. he is still technically under contract with Arsenal until they fully trigger that release clause and buy him. But it is rumored that Marseille will be buying him, so we won't have to worry about that for much longer. But yeah, that is enough for the Matteo Guendouzi portion of the situation. And for someone to say Matteo Guendouzi will become one of the best midfielders in the world in the future, not really too surprised. But let's go into the next one. I don't know how much you guys really want. Would you are you guys interested in Youri Tielemans? How many of you guys are interested in Till? Would you guys want Till? Would you want Till? Would you want him? Because some people say they would want Tielemans. Some people say they don't want Tielemans. Some people say he's really good. Some people think he's not that good. My question to you guys is, what do you think about Youri Tielemans personally? Because for me, I think Youri Tielemans is a good player. I'm not going to knock the player at all. I think he is a quality player. But the problem with Youri Tielemans is his mobility and his physical attributes. I worry about those. Because he doesn't, at his age right now, Youri Tielemans is not physically the player that can play in that DM role in a team that does not have possession every game. If you have possession every game, he'll do well. If you have a DM or somebody that can do all the hard work for him, if he played next to a Conte, he would be outstanding as a register. And he in that Xhaka role, he could possibly do it. But we would have to make sure we do not get him exposed, because he cannot be the defensive anchor. He has no defensive bone in his body, in my opinion. But Tielemans, for the price that Leicester would want, for the price Leicester would want, is Tielemans a feasible option? Is Tielemans the feasible option, ladies and gentlemen? You got people saying yes, they want Tielemans. You got people saying Arteta is obsessed with Maddison. Arsenal want Maddison still, according to David Onstein. We're going to get into that, guys. You guys are jumping the gun. Actually, if you want to check, I have done a video on this already. I've spoken about Maddison a couple weeks back, actually, and seemed to have been not a lot of people actually got traction on that. They didn't really talk about it, but like, yes, we've already spoken about Maddison. We've already spoken about the fact that Maddison was being looked at a couple days ago. If you guys recall. If you don't recall, I can show you again in the future. I can show you again in a second what I was talking about. But just one moment, let me just get some of these guys in here. Okay, so it was a couple. One second. It was a couple days ago. I did a video. Yep, I did this video here where I spoke about Zaha and stuff. And one of the topics that came up was James Maddison links. So I'll show you guys. This was the Zaha. Yeah, this was the Zaha, Asensio, and Darwin Nunez update video with Memphis Depay. And 11 minutes in, we spoke about James Maddison. But we can speak about him now if you guys want to speak about James Maddison instead of Tielemans. Let's get into it. So, depending on what time it is right now, let's get into James Maddison. James, if you guys know, James Maddison has been linked to Arsenal numerous times. Yes, James Maddison is still being linked to Arsenal again. The story about James Maddison to Arsenal, the story about James Maddison and Arsenal is that Arsenal, bitter rivals Tottenham, are set for 60 million pound transfer scrap over James Maddison. Reports are Tottenham are interested in signing James Maddison for 60 million this upcoming summer. Yes, the reports say that Tottenham Hotspur are interested in signing James Maddison this upcoming summer. Is he a player that you guys would be willing to let go to a Tottenham Hotspur and not join Arsenal? It is up to you. Not really up to me. Yes, Sean. How are you, Sean? Big up, Sean. I haven't seen him in a video in a while. If you want to call in, bro, the link is in the chat right there. You can jump in if you want. Anybody who wants to jump in, you can jump in also. I'm going to be doing this video for the next like 10, 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm going to be doing this for the next hour, actually. I'm only 15 minutes in. so let's keep it rolling. let's keep it rolling, right? Keep it rolling, and let's see how many of you guys can get involved, because I like it when the men get involved, when everyone's chilling, and that's what we're doing today. We're just kicking back, relaxing, talking about some Arsenal transfer news, and let's see where how much of these things actually end up happening when the window opens. As we know, Arsenal is notoriously slow with our transfer dealings, notoriously slow in the transfer window when it comes to making moves. So anything we speak about now, don't expect it to happen until maybe the end of the window or the final month of the transfer window, and that's just the reality of the situation, right? That is just a reality of the situation. I don't think it is anything more, anything less, or anything more than just that. Reality of the situation is, if Arsenal do make a signing, it will be near the end of the transfer window, and I genuinely do believe that that is the case in most scenarios. We got Sammy in the house. Sammy, what's good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah, what's good? Yeah.
I'm doing good, man. We're just having a late night stream, just talking about some of the transfers and everything else. We're gonna get on to the next one, which is Marcus Asensio. But how are you doing today?
Now I'm good on you, bro.
Bless, bless, bless. Love the support from you, bro, and everybody else who does watch the channel. Let's talk about the next guy, Marcus Asensio. Would you take Marcus Asensio?
Marcus is from Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not taking him. He's too injury prone. He's been around for years. Never really reached his full potential. He's having a decent season with Madrid, but he play. He's he's too inconsistent. I wouldn't take him now.
Okay. What if I told you the rumor is that Arsenal aren't even looking to sign him? Um, it is if you're free, anyone who's trying to jump on, jump on. Just to let you guys know, I'm looking at the article. Apparently, Marcus Asensio has been offered to Arsenal and Manchester United as two clubs that Asensio has been offered to. Real Madrid are looking to offload him, and his agent is working hard to try to get him off the books. Um, and yeah, let me. What do you guys think? Hello, you there?
Uh, you asking me?
Sir, sorry. Yeah, I'm speaking to you. There's no one else here.
No, I thought you were asking the chess or something. Sorry, because you already asked me. So
Yeah. Would you take him? Would you take him on a free,
on
if
a
that?
free, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't take him now.
So even if we didn't have to pay a transfer fee, you still wouldn't take Asensio.
Nah, I'm not taking him.
Okay. Okay.
I rather like he's a right. He's playing on the right wing. I rather like promote Omari Hutchinson or something.
Okay, so you'd rather promote Omari Hutchinson. I hear you. I hear you. I definitely do hear that. I think a lot of people would say no to Asensio, but he will be joining AC Milan. Asensio will be joining AC Milan. Of course, he is linked to AC Milan today, and that is why we're speaking about him. We were linked to him, but he's now linked to AC Milan, and it could be that he could be headed to AC Milan. I'm just gonna ask you a couple quick questions, bro. There is a couple players that we have been linked to. We've been linked to a lot of players, but let me just throw some of these names at you. What do you think about Rashford? Rashford was linked to Arsenal.
Yo, sorry, I can't hear you. Please say that again.
What do you think about Rashford?
Marcus Rashford, good player. At the right price, I'll take Mark. I'll take him for nothing more than 40 million. He's a
Would
good player, but I think it's a big. If you're paying more than 50 million, I'm not taking Marcus Rashford now.
okay, so Marcus Rashford, that's a no.
Yeah, it's a no for Marcus. For the right price, I'll take him. Yeah.
For the right price, you would take Marcus Rashford.
Sorry.
For the right price, you would take Marcus Rashford.
For the right price, I'll take him. Yeah.
Unknown. Who's unknown? Marcus
Can
Rashford.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
hopefully you can hear me.
Who's unknown? I know that voice. Unknown. Unknown.
You're saying the voice is familiar.
Yeah. Bro, there's feedback, mad feedback. Are you watching the video in the background? I know that
Yeah,
voice.
the audio's terrible.
There's an echo in your audio,
Yeah.
bro.
Definitely T. Just cut the audio for the video on YouTube and then we'll continue. Anyways, just to let you guys know what we're talking about right now, we're talking about Marcus Rashford. Would you take Marcus Rashford, Melina?
No, I don't. Respectfully, I don't think we need another PR man at this club. We have enough of them, bro.
Okay. Marcus Rashford, that is a no. Just to let you guys know, we also linked to another player, a Real Madrid player, and it is
Asensio.
we've already spoken about Asensio. We're linked to another Eden Hazard, former Chelsea
Oh
legend.
no, that's not good.
Does this sound like a backwards move? Does this sound like another Willian type situation where we're signing somebody who's past their time? Would you take Eden Hazard?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, he's been injured a lot.
Yeah.
So probably on that basis, no. But at the same time, the reason why it makes sense here is because we need like world-class players, and it's hard for us to attract certain players. So it kind of makes sense, if you get what I mean.
Big up Miss Melina in the house.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, Blaze and Lenny showing some love. We got Game FC in the house saying big up Egal. Always, we'll be lucky if we get Asensio. I don't think Asensio is coming to us. As you can see here, Faraj says he's going to AC Milan. As a Real Madrid fan, he knows all about his club. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody here, thumbs down. I'm assuming for Hazard, right? We can just move on to the bigger news, bigger and better news. Okay. Next,
wait, I got a quick question. You see, you said earlier James Maddison, is he gonna play the 8?
James Maddison, bro, this is just rumored links based on the fact that he's linked to another top 4 team. They're just trying to link him to Tottenham and Arsenal at this moment in time. I don't think there's any actual legs to the actual story. That is my opinion. I think right now, they're literally clutching at straws, as you guys would say. They're clutching at straws. They're trying to make something out of nothing, turning water into wine. I don't believe it. I don't think Maddison is coming to Arsenal. I think they're literally just using Arsenal as a ploy to push the deal over the line for Tottenham. That is my theory. We got Corey in the house. Big up Corey in the house. What's good, Corey?
What's good, bro? How you guys doing?
Right.
Yo, Corey, hope you're well.
We're now gonna get into one of the main event stories, right, for the day. One of the main event stories that we're going to be discussing, Darwin Nunez. Now, everybody here knows Darwin Nunez. Everybody here knows what he's about. Everybody knows where he plays, what he does. Benfica striker, and it has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romana that he will be moving in the upcoming summer. Yes, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that he will be moving in the upcoming summer. Some of the possible destinations reportedly are Arsenal, Chelsea, Barcelona, Manchester United. So with that list that he has, Arsenal seems to be probably one of the teams that is of need of a striker, but it doesn't seem like Darwin Nunez is at the top of it doesn't seem like we are at the top of Darwin Nunez's list at this moment in time. Chelsea surprised me though, with the fact that they have Broja, Lukaku, and all the players that they have. It surprised me that Chelsea was even on the list. It almost seems like this is an agent-led list. But I will right now show you guys what Fabrizio Romano said, just so you guys can see it yourselves. And I just found it weird that these stories keep coming out, and Fabrizio is always linking these guys to Chelsea and everybody else. Why? Chelsea don't have a striker issue. The fact that they have so many strikers at the club, do you think they're going to buy another striker this window, especially after not having an agent situation? It's just weird in my opinion. But yeah, so this is what Fabrizio Romano tweeted out. If you guys can see my screen, let me share it. Let me share my screen. There you go. So Fabrizio Romano tweeted out that Darwin Nunez will leave Benfica this summer. Fee around 80 million euros. His agent has agreed. Will not meet with any top clubs to explore will now meet with top clubs to explore opportunities. Manchester United already discussed his name internally. Arsenal wanted him in January. Also, West Ham, Darwin Nunez was not for sale at the time. Now, with Fabrizio Romano's update and everything you guys know about Darwin Nunez, what are we saying, people? Darwin Nunez to Arsenal. Is it a yes? No? Would you take him? Do you think we would even be able to get him? Let me know.
Without Champions League football, I don't think we're getting this guy. I think he's the next hot prospect, so it's a bit tough.
So you're saying it's unlikely?
I mean, we could offer him crazy wages, like we did Partey, so it's still a possibility. But if Man United want him, I reckon he'd probably go there. But it's still possible.
So you think you most likely go elsewhere? Corey, what are you saying, bro? Darwin Nunez. I want to know, what's your thoughts on Darwin Nunez? Yes, no, maybe? Or are you just worried that he's not going to come?
So in terms of profile, he is my number one, but I think the money is way too much. What's it? It's called, what's it, 8 million?
Yeah, 80 million euros.
80 million euros.
Yeah, bro, that's too much money for a guy who's got 1 year left on his contract. That's way too much money.
Okay, so it's way too much money for you for Darwin Nunez.
Yeah, but if they don't demand that much money, then he's top my list. Like in terms of strikers, if you tell me out of all one, he's my number one. My second pick is Toney.
Okay, we're gonna get into Toney in a bit. Don't ruin the surprise. Anyways, Melina, what are you saying? Darwin Nunez.
I agree with Corey 100%. He's top of my list. However, I don't think we are top of Darwin Nunez's list. 80 million euros is a lot of money. Then again, we did pay a premium for Thomas Partey, and without Champions League football, it might be hard to attract these players without paying a premium for them.
Okay, someone just told me to check David Onstein's tweet. What did David Onstein tweet today about?
I think he said Man United, PSG also are interested in Darwin Nunez.
But wait, what was the question? Do I think he would come or do I want him?
Both.
Oh, in terms of do I want him, I think, yeah, he'll provide the physical and aerial presence. He's strong. He knows how to score goals. His link-up play is a bit, but...
He said interest is Man United, Chelsea, and PSG. Sorry. That's what Ornstein tweeted today.
Okay, I'm looking at it. Seems like Aslan has gotten me blocked by David Ornstein. I'm joking. Where did he go? Okay. Can you guys see my screen? No.
No,
we don't see your screen.
No, we can only see you.
There you go.
Now
There
we
you
can
go.
see.
Okay, so let's get this blown up so you guys can see what he says. That is the Ten Hag stuff.
Egal, can you hear me?
He spoke about Darwin Nunez, Manchester United and Chelsea, as you can see right there. Manchester United and Chelsea amongst the leading Darwin Nunez suitors.
No, that's for Eric Ten Hag. Keep going down.
Chelsea,
like he did an actual full article.
Where is it? Okay, here we go. The Uruguayan striker Darwin Nunez has interest from many clubs for this summer. Currently leading contenders are Manchester United, Chelsea, PSG. None of those have moved for him yet.
Someone's audio has feedback.
Can you guys hear me?
No,
Yeah,
someone's audio is like echoing.
Yeah, T, I think it's you.
No,
Unknown.
my mic's on mute. Do you know what happens? I think when you join, the person, they have your YouTube channel in another tab, so it relays. That's what was happening with me at first.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. Let's just move on from this. But yeah, there you go. Benfica wants 70 million euros in this article. What? That's a different price from what Fabrizio.
Yeah, but still, like roughly in or around like the same amount. Like regardless, like even if you like convert that, it's still like 60 million pounds. So like that's still a lot of money.
Yeah. So what are we saying, guys? Thumbs up, thumbs down on the player. For me, I will take the player. The price is a worry though, and also,
how old is he?
Can we get him? Can we even get him? Because
he only has a year left too on his contract, and he's 22.
Is he million? That's what I'm saying. Yes, yeah. So 22, 1 year left, and they're asking for what? That's 70, 80 million euros. Nah.
They're
money.
So I would rather sign Ivan Toney and someone else.
Okay, so 70 million. There we go. People are saying
he's 20. He's 23 in the summer. All right.
What are people saying I got you for? I'm so confused. Anyways, keep it moving. Keep it moving. But before we keep it moving, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get you notified on everything going on. By the way, the next article is gonna piss you guys off. Morata, what are you saying?
Oh
Morata?
my God, no.
No,
Oh fuck.
no,
We shouldn't even
no,
entertain
no.
that, bro. Come on.
That's a joke, Egal.
It's a
Bro,
That money scandal fraud, bro. Nah.
No, man.
they're saying 25 million. Take it or leave it on the table.
No, thank you.
They have to pay us to take him. No, yeah.
You know what Morata is? Morata is the guy who he's like the broken boyfriend or girlfriend that you keep taking back. No, everyone thinks they can change him, but no one can change him. So one person spends money on him. Oh, he's gonna fit for us. Don't worry. He didn't work out before. He's gonna work at Arsenal. No, guys, he didn't work at Chelsea. He didn't work at Juventus. He didn't work at Atletico Madrid. What makes you? He didn't work at Real Madrid. He didn't work at Atletico Madrid again. He didn't work at Juventus a second time. What makes you think it's gonna work at Arsenal? I'm sorry.
Arteta will make it work.
Morata.
Nah, man.
Morata is dead food. My guy said it. Dead food. He will work at Sevilla. He will work at less pressured clubs. At this point, he's had some big moves in his career. It's mad.
We're trying to go forward though, not go backwards. You know what I mean? So-
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. In my opinion, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on the last 24, 48 hours. But this is one thing that is always ongoing. Always ongoing, it seems. I don't know, man. I'm personally done with this. I just think Morata, there's no need. Let's not lie to ourselves. If we get Morata, I don't know how much he's gonna benefit us. What do you guys think?
He won't benefit us, bro. He's shit.
I think he'll just make it worse for us, and we shouldn't even be entertaining this.
No, do you
He's
know
a
what it
Spanish
is, though?
like
Beggars
he's a
can't-
Spanish
beggars
Lacazette.
can't be choosers.
He's Spanish Lacazette with height. That's it.
Spot on, bro.
Spanish
Beggars can't be choosers.
What?
Beggars can't be choosers. We are begging.
I'm
for
going
strike.
hungry. I am going hungry. I'm not going for Morata. No ways.
You lot will rather a guy that has 2 open play goals than Morata. Okay.
No. I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at it from the perspective of we're gonna be able to go sign somebody of quality. Why him?
No, but remember, we need 2 strikers, so he can be one option.
We're gonna get into that in a second.
Go get Gakpo or something. Go
Get
get.
Cody
Yeah.
Gakpo's not a striker.
Ivan Toney.
He can play strike. Go. Okay, Ivan Toney for 50 million to play second option. That's not realistic.
Sammy, I'm not gonna lie. Today, if Ivan Toney was to come into this team, he would start today, bro.
Of course he will start, but I'm not. But I'm not gonna pay 50 million for him to be backup.
Yo, did you guys see the Piers Morgan and Lee Dixon beef?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah, I
that,
saw that
bro.
earlier.
I just say, bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I have Piers Morgan blocked on Twitter. That guy just pisses me off.
I didn't even see what happened.
We're gonna
Just
get
one
into
of
that. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
put it on there.
I'm gonna show you guys what happened with the Lee Dixon and Piers Morgan beef because this was actually hilarious. So Piers Morgan tweeted out something, and then it led to a big chain of tweets between him and Lee Dixon. I'm trying to get Aslan in, but he isn't connecting. Okay, here we go. So Aslan, connect. Okay, as Aslan's connecting, we're gonna now get into this beef. Tell me, is this not one of the funniest beefs you guys seen in a couple days?
Nah, the OnlyFans beef was funnier.
It's OnlyFans beef.
The Astrid and the other Chelsea or Man City
Okay.
girl.
So this is what happened. Okay, Piers Morgan tweeted out. This is what he tweeted out.
Aubameyang scores again for Barcelona. His 10th goal in 14 games since Arsenal gave him away for free. Now officially one of the worst decisions in managerial history.
So Piers Morgan really taking a shot at Arteta there, saying one of the worst managerial decisions in footballing history. Now, this is a guy who backed Arteta and said he was Arteta in, fully backed him. And then the moment he saw the Aubameyang, he was just like, you're an idiot. I'm done with you. And it was
Yeah, this
like,
is Egal, this is the problem with the fan base, bro. It's just flippity flop. Like, bro, Piers Morgan, this guy's just an Aubameyang advocate, my guy. The guy does not. This guy, I'm certain this guy is actually not an Arsenal fan. He's just supporting Aubameyang. Literally every single fucking week, this guy is tweeting something about Aubameyang on the swear. It's fucking ridiculous.
Now you know
Annoys
how
me
they
the
say.
most
You know how
is
they say.
Aubameyang.
free as like
Aubameyang himself has
as-
come out and said
Yeah,
it's
don't
best
worry.
for both parties, and he's still banging on about the same thing.
Now you
Yo.
know how they say no player is bigger than the club. For Piers Morgan, Aubameyang seems like it's bigger than the club at the moment. The way he always talks about him.
Yo, unknown, unmute. See if your mic is good.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, yo, Sammy, I'm gonna have to remove you, my friend. Your mic was giving too much feedback. Thank you for coming on, though. I really do appreciate it. Now let's just go on to the next thing. This was the reply from Lee Dixon, just to let you guys know.
Piers, really? You are really making yourself look rather silly. Enough. Get over it. He was disruptive. Club always bigger. You know that.
Then Piers Morgan said,
I don't agree. We lost a world-class striker because our manager mismanaged him. Quite clear from his form at Barca, where Xavi loves him, that he's still a magnificent player, and we're left with Lacazette who hasn't scored this year. Terrible decision that will cost us top 4.
Man called Aubameyang world class. Oh my days, Jesus
and
Christ.
then
Man called
Lee
Aubameyang world class in 2022. Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
Some players fit, others don't. Opinions is where it's at. Our coach decided he didn't fit. We all have our faves. He quite clearly is yours. Banging the orb drum suits you and your agenda, which is fine, but doesn't help anyone but you. I would say ease off and support.
Interesting. And then what does he say here?
You don't need to be patronizing. I've supported Arsenal for 50 years and always will. My only agenda is for us to be a competitive team again. Giving our best striker away for free and bringing in no replacement is proving to be the terrible mistake I said it was at the time.
Apologize. I did not realize I was being patronizing. I'm just talking my truth. Right. And then from there, he doesn't respond to him after that. So that was the little Twitter spat that they had over Piers Morgan's tweet. This led to a little bit of back and forth. In my opinion, Piers Morgan has been talking about this for a long time period, and I have even spoken about it because if you guys don't know, I tweet out a lot of stuff. And I tweeted out my opinion on the whole Aubameyang since he left scoring 10 goals and Arsenal scoring 12 goals. And I said to myself, I just don't care. I think at this point, it doesn't matter because Arteta made his bed and we lie in it. And on the Sun right now, as you guys can see, this is what they looked at the tweet by ESPN. And the first reply is mine. And I said, it does not matter because Aubameyang was not scoring for Arsenal. Move on. And one of my guys, Dave, says that was Arteta's fault, not Aubameyang's. One of the worst managerial decisions ever. And as you can see, the ongoing debate is still going on. So enough about the Piers Morgan thing. Let's talk about the Aubameyang side of things. Was it the worst managerial decision that Arteta made, or was the fact that we didn't bring in a replacement the actual problem?
The fact that
That's
we
why
didn't
you
bring
have
any
no
reinforcements.
It's the worst managerial decision made ever in the history of football, ever. To give away one of the best strikers, the top 10 strikers in the last decade, to give him away to Barcelona to score goals for free, while Lacazette here can't hit a barn door, is abysmal, terrible.
So you think it's the worst managerial decision?
Absolutely the worst. Absolutely the worst.
Wow. I didn't think about that. I did not think this decision was the worst. Like, I think it's a little bit now we're speaking about it as the worst because we've lost 2 games in a row and we are not scoring goals. Let's be honest, Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette are terrible. But to say it's the worst managerial decision, I am kind of taken back by
Can you name me a decision worse than that?
Willian,
But who did that?
Edu.
Are you saying the worst managerial decision at
Oh,
Arsenal?
you're saying from Arteta?
In the history of football,
There surely has been way worse.
No, there's
name me
definitely.
some.
No, there's worse.
Bro,
Like, bro, Aubameyang
a
wasn't
guy-
firing. The guy left
guy
for four.
signed-
The guy left when he had 4 league goals.
Aubameyang had
I swear Lacazette's got
disciplinary
what?
issues too.
Bro, if you want me to name worst footballing decisions, I could probably do that with an easy Google search. But just let me give you one example. A man got Portsmouth relegated to and never recovered because he signed Champions League level quality players, put them on Champions League money, and these guys were fighting a relegation battle where one of their players was making like 100K a week.
I don't remember that. Maybe that's before my time, so I can't really say, you know.
Okay. There's worse decisions all the time. There was a guy who signed some player's cousin. He said it was George Weah's cousin or something like that. Next thing you know, it turns out to be a scammer. There's been so many worse decisions. Guys in the chat, let me know. Is there a worse managerial decision than this decision Mikel Arteta made in letting Aubameyang go for free, paying off some of the contract for him to score goals at Barcelona for free? In my opinion, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was not doing the business at Arsenal. He was absolutely shitting the bed. And if he would have stayed, he would have continued to shit the bed.
But is it fair to say that we don't create enough chances for him to thrive in this team?
Remember, Egal, our argument about Arteta. We got Lee in the house. Yeah, I remember your argument. What you talking about, Egal? I'm pretty sure we're talking about Mikel Arteta's decision to let Aubameyang go. Am I wrong, guys?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. But you didn't answer the question. I said, is it fair to say that we don't create enough chances for Aubameyang to thrive in this team?
No, that's not true. We create
No, but he
chances,
was getting good enough chances. He was getting good enough chances where he should
But
have
Create-
scored.
even when he was
Create
getting the
chances.
chances, he wasn't firing, bro.
We create the chances. He just was missing all of them.
Can
Now
I-
at Barcelona, I think the difference is he's happy.
Can I give you guys an interesting statistic? We are in the bottom half of the table for big chances created. We are 15th, next to Norwich and those teams like that.
Yo, 1 second, Ligan is in the house. He's saying, no, there isn't, mate. Only Arteta is the only manager that can make the worst managerial decisions. Honestly, man, I will tell you guys this. I do think this decision to let Aubameyang go was the right decision, but the replacement was the mistake, not the fact that we let Aubameyang go. Do you guys agree with me on that? The fact that we let Aubameyang go is not the issue. The issue is we didn't replace him. Do you guys agree on that?
The reason why I disagree is because we will never get a striker better than Aubameyang in January.
No,
That is-
hold on. But the thing is, the good thing about Aubameyang when we signed him was he adapted to the Premier League really fast, and I don't think we're gonna see another player, unless they're already in the Premier League, like Ivan Toney, adjust to the way the Premier League is. Like, it'll take time for a striker to fully adapt to the Premier League, and that's the good thing that we had with Aubameyang. We were lucky that he was firing as soon as we signed him.
That's true. You know what?
Guys, my audio is still bad.
No, your audio is better now.
Okay, sure.
Egal, the Arteta is the problem because if any manager was at Arsenal, Aubameyang would be scoring more. You know what? That might be true. You can hold Arteta accountable for the form that he's in. Imagine letting one of the best goal scorers in the last 3 years and keeping the French Darren Bent up front.
Is this the real League Gunner or is this just some?
No, I think it is because he has a second channel, and this is the name of the second channel. So I'm surprised he's even watching my stream at this time. Big up to Lee.
Yeah.
That's even disrespectful to Darren Bent.
Yeah, no cap.
Okay, you guys want to talk about this? Because just before we move on, have you guys seen the image that's been circulating about Lacazette?
Oh, the Arsene Wenger. The Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Have you seen the stuff that's been circulating? Like, let me just show you this. This is Lacazette since his last goal was scored.
Yeah, this is bad, man.
It's just bunch of donuts. Donut.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Guys,
Out of
This
this
is-
run, yeah, which one's worse, this or Giroud's?
I think this is worse than Giroud's run.
I think Giroud's worse because we were going for a title back then. This is just top 4.
Yeah, we could have won the title if it wasn't for Giroud.
No, I'm saying this run by Lacazette is worse because of how bad he has been. He's been
let's-
useless.
We
Where
are being a bit
Giroud-
reactionary. Like, I know, not
even when
maybe
he
not
didn't
all of
score.
us, but like a lot
Sorry.
of the fan base was saying he was good until this recent time period. Because he was providing, I don't know, there was a time where he provided 11 GA in 11 games since whatever time period. So it is a bit, yeah.
No, I hear that. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Do you put Arteta accountable for Lacazette, or do you think he needs to drop Lacazette at this point because he cannot continue to play Lacazette?
He should drop
It's
Lacazette, drop
Bro.
Lacazette, have the balls to do that first, and then play Pepe or Martinelli up front and see how we do.
I agree, because if you play Martinelli, at least he will offer us something. Lacazette is useless at this point. He's
Can I
utterly
just ask you guys one question, right? If you
What?
were to go around every other like Premier League teams, how many teams would Alexandre Lacazette start for right now?
You want to know something?
He
Up
probably
front,
starts
up front.
for,
He doesn't. I did this the
starts
other
on the
day.
bench.
I did this.
Yeah, on the bench, bro.
1 second. I did this the other day. Pookie has 8 goals in 30 games. Josh King
This
has
is
5
embarrassing,
goals.
man.
Josh
Even
King,
Dennis has more goals than Lacazette. Oh my days.
guys, this is the tweet. This is the tweet you need to see. Who keeps leaving and coming back? It's weird.
Lenny said Laka needs rest. Bro, he's been resting on the pitch for 90 minutes.
Look at that. Lacazette has 4 goals. Pookie has 8, double his goals. King has 4. My man at Burnley has 2 goals. And forget about that. The guy they signed in the January window already has more goals.
Yeah, that's
Calvin Lewin.
embarrassing.
Weghorst.
Yeah,
are we
Weghorst
signing
has more
Calvin Lewin?
goals.
Why are we signing Calvin Lewin? He has 3. What the hell? Why? Oh shit! I'm in trouble. There we go. How did that happen? And then Lacazette has 4 goals. This is just madness, absolute madness. But yeah, we know where we need to go now. Aslan, how you doing?
Yes, Egal, I'm good, my bro. How are you, man?
Aslan, talk to me about Lacazette, man. What do we do with Lacazette, man?
Yeah, look, the Lacazette situation as it stands is not going well. That can't be denied. But I mean, bro, I don't know what are the factors for his poor run of form, because let's be honest, he's been given plenty of chances, but for some reason he's not bagging, which is a part of his position. That's what he's been brought in to do. That's what he's been paid to do, and he's not doing it. I mean, I know there's this strict system that the manager is trying to execute or instruct the players to execute, but I don't know, man. I mean, Laka, with his contract situation, him pretty much on the verge of leaving in the next, less than a couple of months. Does he really have it in him to bust that gut to get that goal, or help Arsenal achieve their objective for the season? He's been here for nearly 5 years now. I mean, I've liked him as a player, but for what we really paid for him 5 years ago, he hasn't really lived up to his profile or his level that we saw of when he was at Lyon, man. I mean, yeah, look, I agree with what Melina said. Changes need to be made, bro. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I know there's been a few players who have gone down injured, but how can this manager come up with a formation straight out of Pep's playbook for the first time, an experiment in a Europa League Cup final, and play Smith Rowe in that false 9, but we still haven't seen Pepe play up front, and he's been here for nearly 3 seasons. I'm not saying it's going to work, but try it. But obviously, in the position where we're at now, where there's 8 games to go, obviously it's going to be a risk. Because if it doesn't happen, the fans who are on Pepe's case are going to be jumping on his case even more. And the fans that are not really rating the manager are going to be on his back even more. So, I don't know, man. Look, the manager has got a big task, a big job to do, and the players, I don't know, man. They need to fix up and look sharp real quick, bro. I don't know,
guys. I'm just gonna, I would ask Lee to come on if he wants to, but I don't even know if it's. I think it's the real Lee. I've messaged him on Instagram. If you want to jump on, bro, you can definitely jump on. No problem about it. I would love to.
Please, actually always.
I'd love to get Lee on the panel, but I don't know if he would like to join or not. But yeah, let's continue. One thing I can tell you guys is I do agree with Lee on one thing on here. For me, I would take Ivan Toney at Arsenal. A lot of people are saying Ivan Toney is not of the standard of Arsenal, or he's not of the level. I do think quality-wise he is, but we'll talk about that in a second. Before we continue, Ruben Neves is linked to Arsenal, guys. Would you guys take Ruben Neves? Because we are constantly linked to him. Manchester United is linked to him. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's not spend too much time on this. Let's move on quickly. Yes or no, Ruben Neves?
Not for that price. Not for the price they're saying.
The
35
price tag is
Yes.
35 million.
No,
They
it's
said
40
50 to
something.
60
40,
mil.
yeah, 40 plus.
40
They said
plus.
50 to
No,
60
I saw
mil. That's
50 to
crazy. With 1
60.
year left on his deal, no thanks.
Yesterday
No
I saw
thanks.
50 to 60.
That
Wait,
dude,
he's
that
got
guy
1
that
year
came back
remaining,
and-
and they're asking 50 to 60 mil.
Yeah,
That's
50
a
to
joke.
60.
No way.
No, that's impossible, man.
Price
Like
Sports said 50
whoever's
to 60,
reporting
yeah.
that,
Oh, yeah.
whoever's reporting
They're
that,
saying
those reports hold no weight, man.
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
bunch of gas talk, bro. Come on,
It
man.
is true. Apparently, Arsenal, 50 million is what Wolves want.
50 to 60, yeah.
Bro,
No.
in January or last summer, were we not linked to it?
We were linked to him in the summer for about 35.
There you go, bro.
Exactly.
So like this 50 to 60 mil is just a bunch of waffle, bro. Come on, man. 1 year remaining.
I'm
Do you want to know
taking-
something?
Yes.
I heard from a Wolves fan. Yeah, they was talking on a YouTube channel, and they were saying how Ruben Neves was literally 1% away from joining Arsenal last summer, but the deal literally fell through last minute.
Because
Something
of
happened.
wages or you don't know?
He said he couldn't. He said he doesn't know, but he said literally everything was wrapped up, ready to go. He was meant to come, and then something happened the last minute. Yeah.
No, these things sometimes I don't know how they escalate from 35 to 50 in a span of like a month when he has less time on his contract. It just makes no sense. And
Yeah, you should be getting for 25 mil. If we were Liverpool,
30
Man
30 M's
City,
max.
with
big
some
up Sam. Big up Sam, man.
with a competent sporting director, we'd get him for 25 mil. But
Yeah.
knowing Edu giving away players for free and everything, we're gonna sign him for 50 bags.
Yo, people, do me a favor. We got 68 of you guys in the chat. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's at least get over 50 right now. And let's continue on to the main event. The main event. So today I got myself into a lot of arguments with people on Twitter. Yes.
Yo,
I woke up.
today's been mad on Twitter.
I woke up early and I said, you know what? I'm gonna find out what's going on in Arsenal Twitter. And I seen a bunch of people talking, and I said, and I seen Bukayo Saka pictures. And if you don't know, on April 10th, I tweeted out, how much is Ivan Toney worth? Found out he's worth around 50 million. And I said to myself, if we bring in another player plus Ivan Toney, it would be worth it.
Yeah.
So then this morning, I was looking around and I seen some stuff about Ivan Toney, and people were talking about Isaac, Darwin Nunez. And I'm like, you know what? Ivan Toney might actually be the perfect fit. So I looked at how he plays. I looked at how much he would cost. I looked at the style of play he plays. I looked at what type of striker he is with his build-up and everything else, and his height, his physicality, his aerial ability. The fact that today people were speaking about how he's tied on goals with Harry Kane and has four less assists than him So when it comes to total GA, he only has 4 less than him. In addition to the fact that out of English players in the Premier League, he's tied for the most goals with Harry Kane. Also, the fact that Ivan Toney, when it comes to he just came off a game where he got a goal and assist for West Ham. He's having an outstanding month, creating a lot of chances for his team, finishing chances, and being a focal point in that attack. And if we don't recall, he's a player who did twerk. He did twerk for us over in the summer. So just a couple things to talk about. But for me, right now, I'm gonna say this. Some people might disagree. Some people might say I'm crazy. Some people say, you know what, Ivan Toney's not of the level. But I think Ivan Toney is of the level. I think Ivan Toney is a really, really good player. And I think right now, if we are sticking up our nose at a player like Ivan Toney, we need to take a hard look at ourselves, because we are finding it difficult to find adequate replacements and adequate recruitment. We always speak about Premier League proven. He has that. We speak about players who come in of a decent age. He's 26. We talk about link-up play. He has that. We talk about aerial ability. He has that. We talk about physicality. He has that. We talk about power, pace. He has that. We talk about passing and technical ability on the ball, like an Arsenal player should have. He has that. So what are we not seeing in Ivan Toney? What do people not want? You know what it is? The man's English.
The man's a Lacazette.
You know what I mean? If people are looking at Lacazette and they're saying to themselves, I don't want Ivan Toney. Why don't you want Ivan Toney? He's better than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's better than some of the names that we've been linked to. He's better than he costs less than Osimhen and gives you as much or even maybe more. In my opinion, this is going to be the most craziest thing you're going to probably hear from me today.
He would be good as a second striker. Just get someone else who's prolific and then do the job.
You know what? I think Ivan Toney is being disrespected by our fan base, and they're sticking their nose up at Ivan Toney, and I think it's disgusting.
Egal, can I say something?
Yeah.
Before 2 months ago, I don't think you're saying this about Ivan Toney. He's in a purple patch now. And
you want to know something?
Getting hyped. I think he scored 14 goals this season, all comps. Decent first season in the Prem, but 6 or 7 of them are penalties. We signed Lacazette off the back of this. He scored, I think, 30 goals in Ligue 1, but half of them were penalties. 15 of them were like penalties. We signed Pepe from Ligue 1. Half of them were penalties. We should stop signing these players they look like they have high GA on the stat sheet, but look at why they do it, why they have it. He scored like half of his goals are penalties. Half of them have come at the back of the end of the season. I don't think he's good enough. No.
No, do you know what I would say about Toney? I think the problem people have with Toney is they like exotic names. So he's not like, they like these foreign players. So because he's just there in our faces, no one really wants him. But in reality, he's better than Cristiano Ronaldo. So I don't know why. I don't know why nobody wants him, because he does the business. He can link up play. He can pass like Harry Kane. He's got physical aerial abilities in the box. He can score. He can shoot left foot, right foot, long shots, close range, cross, pass.
Yeah, I think we're guessing it a bit. But...
Yo, can I show you?
No, don't say that anywhere near United fans. You know.
Yo, can I show
better than
Can I show you something? You said I don't think you've spoken about Ivan Toney before or something like that, right? I'm going to show you a video that I made last season talking about possible striker options and the options that I put on the table on the sheet with me, Harry, and Kesh. We were talking about.
I put up on the sheet. I also did last season.
And I had Isaac. I had Isaac, Odson Edward, Patson Daka, and Ivan Toney on that list.
Egal, someone in the comments
said,
wait, hold on one sec. Egal, someone in the comments said, can I come on? I'm a Brentford fan.
Who?
Yeah, please bring him on.
The name's Rich Sutton. Rich.
Yeah, Rich. If you want to come on, Rich. If you want to come on, the link is right there.
Bro. I need some perspective.
You're welcome. You're welcome to come on anytime. Just jump on right now. what do you call it? Let me just show you this. I need to show you
Egal,
because
I
you know what?
know
People
what you
don't believe it.
I
People
know,
won't
I
believe
understand.
it.
I believe what you said, but I understand you said it at the beginning of the season, but
No, I said
during the
it at the
season.
end of last season.
Oh, yeah, at the end of last season.
Look at
But I
this.
don't think you said
Look
it
at
during the season.
look at that list. As you can see right there.
When I was doing a mock list, I put Ivan Toney in my mock list. Yes, but I don't think you yourself would have said I want Ivan Toney during this whole season until until March when he scored his hat trick against Burnley.
Wait,
I don't think
Sammy,
you say I want Ivan
can I
Toney.
ask you a question, bro? So
Yeah.
you do know, we've been linked with Dominic Calvert-Lewin heavily. Who would you take out of the two?
Dominic Calvert-Lewin is not the guy I want.
No, but I want Sammy to answer.
I'm taking Ivan Toney
All right, there you go. So your answer
But-
is you would take him.
over DCL. Yes,
Yeah, but DCL is our main target.
he's our main target. No, he's not.
So who's
The
our main
reports are
target?
saying we have cool interest in him.
So who's our main target?
I don't even know who our main target. We have like 10 strikers. Next, bet you this week is Darwin Nunez. Next week it's Isaac again because he scored a brace against whatever. And the next week is Jonathan David because he scored a hat trick against PSG. Whatever, it's always gonna change. We don't have a striker target. Mikel Arteta doesn't even know what he wants. It's
Okay,
just,
can I?
it's just journalists wanting to write stories. I don't even know anymore.
Okay, we got the Brentford fan here. Ricky, what's up, man?
Thank you for letting me on.
No problem, man.
Hello all. Yeah, Tony, look, you're right about Tony. He's got everything. People shouldn't turn their noses up on him. He goes. Look, he's been defending most of this season because we have had injuries, and otherwise he would have had more goals. Yeah, he's got everything. This lad. It's one of the best buys we've ever bought. We thought Ollie Watkins and Rama was, but you know, first season in the Championship, 34 goals, then gets 11, and now we've had Ericsson come in, and he started scoring. If you got him, you'll have to pay for him, but he'd be brilliant for Arsenal. Absolutely brilliant.
How much? 50 million.
Yeah, because we have to give Peterborough an extra 3 mil. I think we paid 6 mil up front for him, and because he's scored goals in the Premiership or something, I think there's another extra 3 mil. But they're trying to push you've seen in the media where he's been coming out with certain things on camera.
Yeah, like F Brentford and stuff.
Yeah. But what has happened there? Peterborough, Barry Fry, and that have been trying to stitch him up. So they've been put. So the last one was saying he's not going anywhere special, and apparently he was going shopping. He wasn't going to the training ground. So Peterborough have been trying to push a transfer for him, so they get a sell-on fee of about 3 mil. So it's been a lot of stitching up, and I think you might find he might stay at Brentford because I think Ericsson's going to be signing there's rumoured he's going to sign a 12-month contract now. So it looks like we might.
My theory is Arsenal goes in for him after we miss out on Darwin Nunez and everybody else. So 50 million. Let me ask you this. Is he worth 50 million?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next question I have to ask you is, what is he? Is he technically the quality of an Arsenal, of a Man City, of a what do you call it? Of a Liverpool? Do you feel like he could do what Roberto Firmino does?
Yep. The Klopp seems to, because after we played them with the first game at our stadium early in the season, we drew 3-3 with them. He said he would like to buy him. So, and I'll tell you what, the guy's a hard worker. You see here get 100%, 1,000,000% out of him. He runs back, he gets the ball. He hasn't missed one penalty for us. Not one penalty. He's scored more penalties than anybody else. And do you know what? He's scored more goals than what Man United have done in the last 4 games.
Ricky, let me ask
Probably
you this,
more
my
than
friend.
us.
So, what do you have to say about when you hear fans say, but like most of his goals have come from penalties? Because I'm from a mindset of, you know, the penalty box is there for a reason. Fouls are there
Yeah.
for a reason. If a foul is committed in the penalty box, you get a penalty. A penalty kick is a part of the game. At the end of the day, yes, it's 12 yards out, but hey, you've got to put your foot through it and put the ball in the back of the net. And you're saying he hasn't missed the penalty, so that gives me
Oh God!
confidence to suggest that he's a confident striker. You know, so
he's cocky little. Because when we played at Villa, he scored and he done the Zulu sign to the Villa fans when he scored, which they weren't happy about. Because he's a Birmingham City fan. I think look, when you know he's going to take a penalty, you know he's not going to miss. And I'm on about, and I'm not going to lie when our manager said he's got to be the best penalty taker in the world at the moment, because I'll tell you what, he's just so relaxed. It's the way he approaches it, you know? And you know he's going to score. If we get a penalty, we know we're going to go 1-0 up. We know he's not going to miss. He should be playing for England, to be honest with you. I'm not lying.
AK,
Hello.
my issue is sorry. AK, my issue is not that like he can't the penalty issue. My problem is, if Ivan Toney comes to Arsenal, do we all of a sudden start scoring more penalties? Do we start earning more penalties or something? If there was a stat saying Ivan Toney has earned the most penalties this season, I would understand. But it's not like he's winning the penalties. Maybe Mbeumo is getting the fouls and then he's taking the penalties. If there was a stat saying Arsenal, like Saka, has drawn in the most penalties this season and then we needed to bring in Ivan Toney, I would understand. We barely get penalties. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you've got to look at his work rate, yeah. He doesn't just go for goal, he goes back and defends as well. Yeah, he's had to do this season because we had a lot of injuries. That's why we went through a bad patch. And he's had to like run back, get the ball. He holds the ball up. He's good in the air. He's strong. He's shown. I mean, on Saturday he scored a great goal on Saturday against West Ham. You know, if you give him the service, 9 out of 10 times that ball would be in the back of the net. And I'll tell you what, he would be a great signing for you, and get him on the cheap. I'll tell you. Well, you won't get him on the cheap with us. It will be about 50. You know, knowing Brentford.
Ricky, I have one question. What is he like? What does he need to improve on? That's what I have to ask.
Me personally, there's nothing to improve on. He's so confident. You know, we've got to give credit to the Brentford team because it's our system, how we do things there. You know, we pick up these players and they just gel with us. Unfortunately, they move on sometimes and then they don't achieve, like Van Roma at West Ham. They were on his back on Sunday, and it's a shame because he was brilliant with us, and there's a rumour he's coming back to us. But I think he has maybe the quality in it. He maybe have to get up to speed with the other quality of the players in your team. Yeah, but he seems to have got about 1 million times better now. Eriksen's in the team. Yeah. Because Eriksen's pinpointing the passes to him. So
okay, thanks.
Okay. I have to ask some questions first.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're live right now on EGTV. And if you guys want to jump on, you can jump on. The link is in the chat to jump on. Second of all, Melina, you're a fan of Ivan Toney. Unknown, you're a fan of Ivan Toney. Samuel, you're a fan of Ivan Toney?
No, not really. Not convinced.
You're not convinced? I personally am convinced, but the reason what made me say, you know what, Ivan Toney could be the one is because I've watched him closely with Brentford, and I'm thinking to myself, £50 million for a Premier League proven striker of the caliber of Ivan Toney that can grow, that can improve English, and he's 26 years old. If I'm not mistaken, Ricky, you said his finishing ability is there, his link-up play is there, his hold-up play is there, his area ability is there. What is his weakness?
Well, I'm going to be a bit, I haven't seen any weaknesses because the guy's got so much confidence. It's unbelievable. I mean, if you look at the guy, he got released by Newcastle, went to Peterborough, yeah. Brentford, after losing Watkins, Brentford we basically was going to get him to link up with Watkins, but obviously because of the wage structure, when we didn't go up, we had to sell Watkins and Benrahma. So we went and got him, and to fill his boots, Watkins' boots, and then score 33 goals in his first season in Championship, and it was the confidence of the lad, and he's the same this season as well. You know, if things are not going right, his head doesn't go down. He works harder. You know, I just think Arsenal fans will love him by his sheer commitment, and he will get you goals. He'll get you goals.
There you go. Unknown, do you have anything? Or Sam?
The thing is, I'm not saying he's not as a bad striker, but I don't think he's like proven. He hasn't proven it yet. Dominic Calvert-Lewin last season scored like 13 goals. The previous season he scored 15 goals. People would have said, yeah, come to Arsenal. He probably come and score 20 goals. Look at him this season, 3 goals. Next season, maybe Ivan Toney just slips. We don't know yet. We can't just say, yeah, he's proven and everything. People are saying Dominic Calvert-Lewin is proven and everything. Look at him now.
What I would say is, first of all, the 50 million price tag, I don't think that's the price. I think it's more so around the 40 million mark. And second of all,
the won't sell for any less than that, I'll tell you now.
No,
I mean, we sold Benrahma for 36 to West Ham.
Let me just make it clear. I want Ivan Toney to sign for Arsenal.
How much did you lot sell Ollie Watkins for?
34.
Okay. No, I think it'll be around
we've made about 180 million out of players in the last 6 seasons.
And then
He'll probably be around 50 mil.
I can't
even
see
maybe
us
even
buying him
more.
for 50 mil.
Knowing these clubs now, we paid 50 for Ben White. People are gonna be like, nah, Arsenal, yeah, 60. We can get 60. I'm knowing Edu, you could pay 60 for this guy.
We sold Neil Maupay to Brighton for 30 mil. You know.
No, Arsenal won't pay that money. But what I wanted to say, anyways, forget the price. Yeah, is the thing about Ivan Toney is he's a 2-in-1 striker. So at least if he's not scoring, he offers you the creative, like he's a playmaker.
Yeah.
So you can never lose out. So the thing you were saying, Sammy, about our Premier League proven and goals and all of that, at least if he's not scoring, he'll be setting people up like Harry Kane does. So you get 2-in-1.
Yeah, I understand that. But look at Lacazette now. He wasn't scoring. He was setting people up.
No, Lacazette is a different level of beep.
Yeah, he's useless. He's useless. Aslan,
but I do think people Lacazette is suffering in the system.
Let me ask. Because
none of our strikers.
One second, guys. Let me ask everybody a simple question before we ask the Brentford fan. Where do you rank Ivan Toney amongst the rest of the Premier League strikers? If Harry Kane is tier 1, and Jota and like Ronaldo and these guys are tier 2 right now, where do you rank him?
Tier
He's in the tier below. He's like tier 3. He's
Yeah,
not on
tier
Jota.
three.
Do you put him with the Bamfords? Do you put him with the Bamfords and Dominic Calvert-Lewins? And
No. He's better than them.
so do you put him
I'm
with?
Bamford. The Bamford's a donkey. Yeah.
So do you put him? Do you put him with the Jimenez and Jota and Ronaldo?
Not
I
just
think a
yet.
step below,
I think there's
Yeah.
a
or like
No.
2 steps below.
Listen, there's no in between. It's either you're with
No, but
Bamford.
you've put you've
no,
put
but you
Jota in
can't
the
do
wrong
that. You
category.
can't do that.
I put Jota in the category
He
where
should be in.
number two.
No,
Number
Jota
one-
should be in
No,
one.
I'll put
Number
Jota
one-
up with Kane.
Number
You know?
one is Harry Kane. Number
Jota's
two.
in number 1.
Number two is Jota.
No, Jota's in category 1.
Okay, put
No,
Jota.
you can't put Jota. Jota's a horrible footballer. No ways you can. Put
He has the
Jota.
same amount of open play goals as Mo Salah.
So
No,
what?
I
He's a
ain't taking
good
that.
finisher.
Jota is a horrible footballer. Did you watch him
Well,
against Man?
you've got to say, you've got to say Salah. Mo Salah for me is the best player in the Premiership. For me, yeah, Kane second. But then,
One second. Let's go to the comments. Tier 3, Tier B, Tier 4. Whoa. Ivan Toney is better than Cristiano Ronaldo as a striker. Jota is Tier 2.
Today.
Ivan Toney plays for Brentford. Understand that? Yeah, that is a fact. So for me, let me tell you this. I was reading a scouting report, and they were saying they put Ivan Toney in Tier 2 with Romelu Lukaku, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Roberto Firmino. They put Jota and Ronaldo in Tier 1. So they put Ivan Toney in Tier 2. Also, the next question I have to ask you, does he currently play in a front two or a single striker?
We play. Sometimes we play 4-3-3. So basically, we'll play up on his own in Brian. I can't pronounce his name. Brian.
Mbuemo.
Mourinho. That's it. Yeah. Sorry, tongue tied.
He
On
said
one
Ken
side.
Mbuemo.
And, yeah.
I thought you have enough practice to get used to it.
Oh man, so I'm a bit tired with Canos, but Canos has a big. So Ericsson's been over that side, but we have played a 3-4-2-1 a lot of the time. Yeah, that is our system.
So he plays on his own.
Yeah, it looks like it on paper, but when you see him play, it doesn't seem. It seems like even they do it like that. It seems like 3 forwards are up there. If you know what I mean, it's strange.
He has like a free role, like he just does what he wants.
Is he lazy?
Yeah.
Is he lazy off the ball?
Oh God, no.
Does he
He's
press?
not lazy off the ball.
Does he press?
Yeah, he's everything. Look, he will go back, win the ball, set up other players. Yeah, he's tough in the air. You know, he very rarely gets knocked off the ball. You know.
Is he?
Does
he press?
Yeah, that's our game. But our game is pressing. So that's what we do. We play off the counter attack. You know.
Okay. Mikel Arteta has a thing with attitudes. Does he have an attitude?
Yeah, well, he's got a great attitude. Well, I mean, you know, even he come out with these comments. Us fans still haven't criticised him, you know, because we know what he's done for us.
Okay. Do we have to worry about his off the field life? Does he have like extra?
No, he's quite down to earth. He's got his mum and dad near him as well, so they have a lot of influence with him as well.
Okay, guys, any questions? Because
Hasn't he said in a few interviews, like hinting, wanting to come to Arsenal? Don't you guys find that like a problem kind of thing?
No, because we're used to it. Look, a lot of people are just mocking us because we're a small club, but that's young fans that don't really understand our club. You've got to look at us as a club. About 8 years ago, we could have gone out into non-league football. We didn't have no money. We had an owner bought the club who's a Brentford fan and owns Michelin in Denmark as well. Yeah, and what he done is, because they kept on trying to sanction us, he goes, we'll do the money ball. So what he done, they searched on the computer, like found Benrahma in the French League 2 and bought him for 900,000, you know? And we've made money and built up. People say, oh, we won't survive in the championship. We stayed in the top 8 for the last 7 years in the championship before we went up. And people started saying this, oh, you know, Brentford, he's only playing for Brentford. Ericsson's only at Brentford, but everybody comes to Brentford to build their career and move on. We're used to getting players and selling them on and then finding some other gems. So if he does go, of course we're going to be a bit upset, but we're used to it.
Is 50 million too much for him?
No. Brentford won't probably put more on him.
I think that's way too much. There's no way we can pay 50
Yeah,
million.
but Brentford, we got so much money for our players. It's unbelievable, you know.
Okay. I personally think as a 26-year-old homegrown English player that is already producing to a certain level in the Premier League at a team like Brentford right now, if Arsenal come in for him, if we can get him for less than 50 million, it's a steal.
I don't think you'll go less than 50. Brentford will want 50 for him.
Listen, I promise you this year, we are not paying 50 million for Ivan. Nobody. We are going to have zero competition. Nada. That guy is going for 45 million at the max.
plus add-ons.
No, that's including add-ons.
No.
Bro,
just don't know our owner. You just don't know our owner.
I know, and I don't think you know whoever runs our club. We paid 50 mil
you
for
won't
Ben
get him
White.
there, will you?
We paid 50 mil
Do
for Ben
you
White.
know what?
All these clubs know our weakness. We're going to pay 50 mil for Ivan Toney, if you like it or not. We're going to pay 50 mil for him.
I can't accept that.
I'll tell you who we most likely go to.
It doesn't matter anymore, bro.
Price nowadays is nothing.
He'll most probably go to Aston Villa because Aston Villa buy all our players. So.
Nah, I'm sorry. 50 million for Ivan Toney when Liverpool got Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota. Yeah,
I know.
Chelsea got Timo Werner, even though he's not performing. Yeah, all of these players for under 50, and we're paying like I like Ivan Toney, but 50 million, no, 45 at the max.
Yeah,
why does 5 million make it like?
Do you know why? Is he's gonna get the pressure that Pepe gets? People, you spent 50 million on Ivan Toney and he's not scored.
You're right. Yeah,
I don't want to hear that.
But I tell you, there's a player you should buy off us, and he's underrated and he's been overlooked. Is Rico Henry?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
we should sign Rico Henry as a left back option.
He's a left back or left wing back. He's been so consistent. We bought him from Warsaw for $1 million about 6 years ago, and I'll tell you who he reminds me of: Ashley Cole.
Okay.
No, honestly,
he's good. I've watched him, and I was impressed because I was thinking,
bro, Ricky,
I was looking at left back
are you on
option,
Twitter?
And I was like,
I would love to have you on next time I'm talking about Ivan Toney.
Yeah, yes, I am. It's on
at EG.
Are you on Telegram?
I don't know what that is. Telegram.
Oh, right, Twitter. I'll tell you what. I'll leave my Twitter.
Do you mean Instagram?
Hey, you're
no,
living in the golden ages. You don't know what Telegram is.
What is Telegram?
It's like an app. It's like WhatsApp, but it's encrypted.
Yeah. You get away with murder on there, basically. What I do is I'll leave my Twitter thing under your comments of one of your videos, mate. Okay.
I'll just let you know my Twitter right now. It's EGTV Egal. Just find me if you can.
Right, I've got you there. I've got it here. I'll just paste it here. Okay, got it there, mate. Yeah, brilliant.
Just reach
Yeah.
out to me. My DMs are open. Anyways,
I,
guys,
I tell you, I tell you, there's one player you should have never let go, and he's been brilliant for us. It's just Josh De Silva. We bought him off you for he's a talent you should never let go.
you know what, Josh De Silva, it just didn't work out. I remember watching him in the academy. We just never got any opportunities to let him play, and he's doing really good with you guys, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having us. So I know I've got work in the morning, mate. So
You have a
take
good one.
care, you lot. Thank you for having me on. I really
up-
appreciate
man.
it.
Big up
Yeah,
Ricky. Big up Sammy. Thank you for coming on, bro. For you, Ivan Toney, is it yes or no?
Yes, for 40 more. Nothing more.
Okay. Big up
Hey,
to
before I leave, I just want to say, guys, go look at Ibrahim Sangare from PSV as a midfield option to not replace, but to rival Thomas Partey, because I need a reliable midfielder who is 6 foot plus, strong, and who can hold the midfield. Guys, go look at Ibrahim Sangare as an option, guys. Sure. Thanks.
All right, there you go. Big up Sammy. Unknown. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. Ivan Toney, I take him, man. 45 mil or less.
I still can't figure out what's your name on Twitter. What's your name on Twitter?
Keep that one a secret.
Okay, enough said. I'm gonna end the video. Big up to everybody watching. Have yourselves a good one, guys. Don't go anywhere, guys. Behind